I'm now going to continue my video series on why you are poor with this unobserved opportunity. What does this mean? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you an interesting little story. It starts out with two shoe salesmen. They both fly to a remote island. They look at all the inhabitants. Not one of them is wearing a pair of shoes. Now, the first shoe salesman looks at these people like, are you kidding me? These people aren't even wearing shoes. What chance do I have to sell shoes to any of these people? So what does he do? He abruptly turns right around, climbs back on the plane, and leaves. The other guy says, holy cow, none of these inhabitants have shoes. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. So you know what he did? He sold a whole bunch of shoes. He made a tremendous profit. So one guy lost out because he did not observe the opportunity that was presented before him. That's right. Let me ask you something. In the gold rush days, and I'm sure if you look in your history books you'll find this, there was a period of time in California where they had a gold rush. Who do you think made more money? The guys that panned for gold, or the guys who actually sold touchstones to the people who are going to have to deal with that gold? Let me say that again. Was it the people panning for the gold, or was it the people that owned touchstones and sold those touchstones to the people that were going to have to handle that gold? Well, it was the people that had the touchstones. That's who made the real money. I promise you that. Because let me tell you something. How could you tell whether your gold was real or fake? The only way you could do that at that time was to use a touchstone. If you didn't have a touchstone, you couldn't tell. And that could be a real problem for you. Now you say, well, how does that apply to people today? In retail, there's often a thing called a commission. Now let me explain this one to you real carefully. Companies will provide you with a certain period of time, okay? And during that period of time, if you sell specific merchandise, you'll earn extra money by selling that particular product, okay? Or sometimes they'll hold a contest. They'll have this charity, and you're trying to raise money for this charity, and the person that raises the most money for this charity gets an award. Everybody else gets nothing. Okay, so what's the unobserved opportunity? Well, let me tell you something. If you're standing there and you don't tell anybody about the merchandise that you're trying to sell or the charity you're trying to promote, you're not going to get anything out of it. That's a fact. But I also see this. I have gone to all kinds of shops, whether it be grocery stores, department stores, it doesn't matter. And the clerk standing there will go, would you like a candy bar? Would you like to donate to this charity? Are you kidding me? With that kind of enthusiasm? No, I don't want to donate to you. I'd like to see you get out of my way. I'd like for you to finish up my transaction. Hopefully you know how to count change. If you don't, I'm really screwed. No, I don't want to deal with you. And sometimes they'll say that directly. Really? You really think I'm going to actually buy your candy or donate to your charity with that kind of attitude? No. I want my change and I'm leaving. I've been known to do things like that. No, if you're really going to do something like this, and I encourage you to take up opportunities like this, and I'll tell you the reason why in a minute, but if you're going to do something like this, you have to be proactive. You have to say, hey, how would you like this candy? You have to have some kind of a niche, okay? Something special that causes the person to really want to buy that candy or to really want to donate to that charity. Give them a good reason to do that. Now, me personally, I do happen to know stories about various candy bars. I'm not kidding you. I've done the research. I know the candy stories. And there's a lot of them, and I know them very well. And I've memorized them using the Harry Lorraine memory techniques. So I have actually memorized them, and I know them very well, and I'm actually able to apply that when I see an opportunity. That's right. When I see an opportunity, I seize it. There is an old Latin saying. It goes, carpe diem. It's called seize the day. You either seize the day or somebody's going to seize your money. That's the way it works. Now, why should you seize these unobserved opportunities? The main reason is this. When you want faster internet speeds, when you want more download capabilities, you have to pay for that. That extra money could pay for that. Now, why should you do that? Well, let me tell you something. I have lots of videos here on YouTube. And if you want to watch all of them and you don't want to have to wait 50 billion years to watch them all, get that extra money. Because all that download, okay, all the stuff you're watching from me is going to actually make you more money because it's going to get you into higher paying gainful employment. And when you get into higher paying gainful employment, well, you don't have to worry about commissions anymore. You'll be your own boss. You'll work your own hours. And you'll be a lot happier too. But take advantage of these unobserved opportunities. Carpe diem, seize the day. Because if you don't, then that's the very reason why you are still poor. See what I mean? Alright. I will tell you more in a future video, so I want you to stay tuned.